They are making a difference on 938 Live.
Swiss company Theatre Hora is a company of professional actors with mental disabilities. They are putting up 2 performances at the Singapore International Festival of the Arts, which is ongoing, and one of them is called Disabled Theatre. It's a collaboration between Theatre Hora and director Jerome Bel. I caught up with Jerome to find out more of the process he went through in staging the challenging show. Now, Jerome, what can we expect at Disabled Theatre?
I don't know. I don't know what will happen for you. It's a production with mentally disabled actors. I don't know how it is in Singapore, but in Europe, the relation with disability is very complicated. Those people are, let's say, rejected from the public sphere. They're not represented. The majority doesn't know how to deal with them. So the show is for most of the audience a confrontation with disability, and that's not easy for everybody because we're not used to deal with that. So the reactions are very different. You know, some people are shocked, some people are enjoying, some people are questioning themselves, some people are very moved, and this is a personal experience. I cannot really make a statement about this show is producing this or that because the relation, as I said, with disability is so...
It differs from person to person, from society to society, for sure.
It depends on your private story with it. You know, it's not in the debate. It's not in the common discussion. So it's very intimate, and so everybody reacts in his own way.
But what can we see the performers doing?
Oh, what I said on stage is a meeting with those actors. They're not trying to do something else than what they are. I think what they are is so interesting, so new, so unseen, that in fact the show is following the process of my work with them. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know them. I'm not a specialist at all in disability, you know. Mm-hmm. So my only possibility was to that you guys in the audience is following my meeting. It was where I could be the most honest. You know, not manipulating anything.
Now, your work with the performers and your relationship with the performers, how did that transform? Did it grow? Did it develop? Did you know them on a much more personal development level?
I was in an unknown country in a way. You know, I was like, I couldn't relate with them. I was afraid of them. You know, because when you don't know somebody, you don't know how to. You don't have the social rules to connect, or the cultural rules to connect, and so you're afraid. It's a foreigner. It's alterity. But then with the theatrical work, I know, and also I decided to do the piece because when I realized in Zurich that they were professional. You know, this was very important because suddenly I realized it was not pedagogical or therapeutic work because I'm not a therapist, I'm not educator, I'm a director. And I realized that this company is professional. They go on tour, they have rehearsal, they have a theater, and I say, oh, they're professional, I'm professional, so we can work together. This was very liberating. And I worked with them like I worked with the others, so-called normal, you know. Then I met them. Then I started to understand them, to see who they were, to see that they were all very different from one another, you know. And they were like subjects and with a different relation to the world, different relation to their colleagues. Even this is what they perform, this group, I don't know other groups, but this group perform very, very strong unity. I mean, there is a real group supporting each other. So in a way, yes, I started to know them better and start to love them a lot. And that's exactly what I tried to, this took me 5 weeks, but I tried to, the show is a condensation of those 5 weeks. So the audience is following this. As I said before, the audience is meeting for 1 hour and 30 minutes those people, you know. That was my experience, and I tried to offer the audience the same.
And that was Jerome Bel, the director of Disabled Theatre. It's running from the 3rd to the 6th of September at 8 p.m. at the SOTA Drama Theatre. You can find your tickets at cystic.com.sg. Tomorrow on They Are Making a Difference, I'll be continuing my conversation with Jerome Bel, finding out more about his collaboration with Theatre Hora. This has been They Are Making a Difference. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Daphne Lim.
They are making a difference on 938 Live.